Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to do yet another update on COVID-19 coronavirus because it's moving so quickly. Everything's going so quickly, and that Super Bowl that I saw is indeed bouncing around the room and lighting up different cities. And we have a case of community transmission, most likely. I don't know that it's been entirely confirmed yet in Chicago. And suspected other places. An expert came on the air and said that it's very likely there are hundreds of cases of COVID-19, maybe in the low thousands. And I have to tell you guys, when I heard that, my intuition said, yep, that's what I've been feeling for a while now. Like it's out there, you know. So, Spirit, tell us about the coronavirus, COVID-19. How are things going? We have test kits coming out apparently, not fast enough, not in high enough numbers to call me, to reassure me, I guess. I don't know about other Americans, but they are being disseminated more. Some individual hospitals have now been given the go-ahead to test, not have to beg CDC for their tests, but use their own, which should have been done a long time ago. But let's see. We've got the Five of Cups. Yeah, we have some grief, yes. And the looking back and regrets, yeah, with how this has been managed. And we have the Knight of Cups, so we will have, talking heads coming on trying to spin this as nicely as possible. We have the Two of Coins. Money has an impact here. Money concerns, financial concerns. Shoot. I think there may be a hesitancy by the Trump administration to devote enough dollars to the effort because there's the hesitancy I've seen with acknowledging what a big problem this is and what kind of measures need to be taken to contain it, which makes the whole problem much worse than it would have been. So unfortunately, because we seem to have this pattern of someone having a hard time learning from experience, this will continue, this sort of hesitancy to hop on top of it. Okay. All right. So, yeah, it's inadequate. The response is inadequate. We can expect the response to be inadequate in the coming week. All right, Spirit, what else do you want to tell us about it? Because this concerns everybody. What else would you like to tell us about it? Okay. We have the Three of Wands. So we are still looking out across the sea. We're watching and waiting for our ship to come in, though, too. And the result of the approach that's been taken so far is not good. It's not good. And we're watching and waiting while that unfolds. And I don't want to contribute to panic, you guys, because I don't think we need to panic. We need to behave reasonably. We need to take our really great precautions, and that's what we can do. Pressure our politicians to really raise a ruckus about this. We can do that. And we do need to still remember that statistically speaking, the chance of getting COVID-19 is still low in the US. Okay, we need to keep that in mind. And I have seen much more restrictive measures coming in more places in the nation at some point. But I'm sorry, it should come in sooner than later. And so that's what we'll see this play out. Okay, the Three of Coins. Yeah, people are consulting experts. People are consulting all of the biggest minds in the medical community, all the scientists, all the researchers. They are getting together and consulting about this, trying to build more security with that Three of Coins, trying to build it up for us. 3 and 3, so not stable. The threes, the odd numbers are never as stable. They feel more dynamic. They feel more changing than the even numbers in the minor arcana. And we have the Queen of Coins. And again, and again, the fact that people with a lot of money are very concerned about stabilizing this thing quickly, are very concerned about doing what they can to solve this problem and get its influence away from the stock market as quickly as possible. That's a good thing. That's where, that'll be a good thing. They may be pushing our politicians. They may be pushing some interventions that maybe companies will take to help and decrease the spread. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's look again at, there's so many things to look at regarding this. Is it a good idea to stay away from large crowds, Spirit? Two of Wands. This guy is looking out over the sea, dreaming of where he wants to explore next, and the world's in his hand, but he's not moving. And two is stable. He's daydreaming. He's envisioning it. He's planning, but he's not moving. So that says something. Two of Cups. Focus on getting joy from your relationships with the people you're close to. Nine of Swords. Don't worry about it, please. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't keep up at nights worrying. But Ace of Cups. There's more out there than we know. It will be coming out. It will be spilling out. And Two of Coins. Some people will have to work, though. Okay, just to balance the money. Not everybody can not work, right? And so Spirit is, Spirit knows that. Spirit understands that. Let me see what I dropped. Oh, Hanged Man. I think that's a reminder that there's a delay before anybody could call it widespread, and it may not get to that point. So watch it, watch and wait. Yeah, I do think staying away from large crowds that you don't have to be in is a good idea, but then Spirit's also acknowledging people do have to work to balance the budget with that Two of Coins. So really, the experts are advising tons of hand washing. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I always am hearing to take good care of us and not, and make sure we get our sleep. If we feel like we are so tired and we need a nap, gosh darn, take that nap, Make sure you can. If you're feeling like you're needing to get some exercise to decrease your stress, do that. Okay. All right, Spirit. What about stock market? Because apparently, I didn't even look at the news. Volatile day, right? But not awful. So I have felt intuitively that I don't think this brings in a recession immediately. I think there's a rallying, and it's like there's a way. The companies feel like there is a way to keep doing business and get around this and, move things around. And the Fed will cut interest rates. So there's some other things that can be done. I feel like there will be a stabilizing again of the stock market. But then I do wonder about recession or the beginnings of recession late in 2020 and into 2021. But that's not entirely sewn up either. A lot of things depend. A lot of things just depend. Really, it's our leadership, the decisions that they make. And not only in this country, but in all countries. It's the decisions that are made in how to do business, how to protect the economy, how to use governmental interventions to stabilize the economy, that kind of thing. It's really those decisions that could make a big difference. So even though I say I've had a feeling that it's going to be like this, things could change. They really could. Energies could change. So I just want people to know that don't freak out thinking, oh gosh, we're going to have recession next year. And we don't know. Also, when I get an intuition or a feeling, a lot of times kind of hard for me to gauge how large a phenomenon it's going to be. So there's that too. Okay. All right. I wanted to ask, does the Pope have COVID-19? Because he's been sick apparently. They're not saying what he's sick with. He missed some events, which is unusual for him. Is he sick with COVID-19? It'll spill out the details. Oh, maybe, I feel like somebody's telling me the details. Some details have already spilled out. I haven't looked at the news again this evening. Okay. 9 of Swords. It's messing with his sleep. The Sun. Page of Wands. King of Coins. He's getting the best medical care possible. The Emperor. There's a team taking charge of his care that they're getting him the best care possible, the best care money can buy. They have a new direction for treatment. Queen of Wands. He's got good doctors and nurses. High Priestess. Yeah, okay, so I have felt this, that he is indeed praying for God's will. He really is saying whatever will be, will be. And he's willing to serve longer or not. But there's hope. I think he pulls through. But is much weakened. Of course, he would be at his age, and this is a serious infection. Is it COVID-19 or will we know? The 10 of Rods. Well, now I'm hearing it's a bunch of things. Okay. Will we ever know? Ace of Coins. Temperance Angel. Eventually, yes, we will know. But we may hear things like, well, he had pneumonia. Well, see, that's a result of COVID-19 very frequently. Or we may hear things like, there's this secondary infection or that issue or whatever. But I think eventually things will spill out and it'll become clear to us. And I just have a feeling it is COVID-19. I just do. But more security is coming for him with this page. More health is coming for him with this Page of Coins. And we have the 8 of Cups. He's just going to be out resting a lot and then recuperating, gaining his strength back. Okay. And that'll be good for him. That'll be good for him emotionally. Okay. I feel like a deepening spirituality, spiritual connection. I mean, he does have a strong spiritual connection, but he's been so concerned about Italy that it's been kind of, and everybody's suffering from this, that he does need to rejuvenate himself. All right, Spirit. Anything else about COVID-19 that we should know right now? Yeah, isolate yourself. 8 of Cups. Again, we keep getting that. Yeah, don't assume it's out there and assume it really could be in your community. And don't go to large gatherings. I would say avoid those. Avoid large places if you can, as much as you can. There's some things you're just going to have to do for your own security. The 2 of Cups, like working, going to the doctor maybe for some. Other things that you need to do to enhance it, get groceries, things like that. There's understanding that you may need to do some of these things and just use excellent hand washing and don't get too close to anybody. But yeah, separate yourself out. Look for your emotional fulfillment in more private pursuits. That's what I see with that 8 of Cups. All right. Okay, well, thank you all so very, very much. Well, take care. Bye-bye.